Hello everybody, I am making air crisp tofu. This is my third time making it, and I'm using extra firm tofu to make it. I put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes because, you know, it has to be refrigerated, but you have to warm it up just to get try to get some of the water out of it. So I'm going to cut it. Some people like to put it in blocks or, you know, 1-inch cubes or whatever, but I like mine just a little thicker than that. Like so. When you pull it out the microwave after trying to get as much water out of it as possible, it will be hot. So you have to watch out for that as well. Bam. Look at that. That's all you gotta do. It's not perfection. You don't have to do all that. Oh no, see? And it's soft. You gotta watch out for that as well. It's extra firm, but it still breaks in your hand. So I'm just going to season this tofu just like I would season chicken. Try to crisp it up. All right, so what I'm going to do is dash some salt all over this thing. You don't have to use salt. It's your choice. I like flavor. There's some pepper. We have Wegmans up here. I don't know what grocery store you guys have, but there's black pepper everywhere. Look at that. Make a mess. Get your kids involved. I got my daughter holding the camera as we speak. She's involved. I have some garlic powder. Y'all know you gotta use garlic powder when you do your chicken. Adds on the extra flavor. Oh, bam. Just like emerald, bam, bam, bam. All right. Turmeric. My wife told me I have to have just a little bit of turmeric in my diet. Y'all should too. You need a little bit of turmeric. Yeah, boy. Now, this is not besides the turmeric, this is not my original recipe or anything like that, because I, just like you guys, go on YouTube and try to figure out how to make something. Oh, yeah. Now, using, what is this, cornstarch? That's a good idea. That adds the crisp. Use cornstarch to add the crisp. Now, I don't try to make it perfect. Some people use flour to go ahead and, just like chicken, frying up chicken. Some people use flour just and egg and all that good stuff just to go ahead and get the extra crisp on their food, but not me. I am going to use cornstarch. Look at that, look at that. It's not really a lot once you see the after effects. Now, some people, you can opt out of using some olive oil, but I use olive oil. Yeah, so you don't have to do a lot, just drizzle it. I saw one video where a guy just sprayed the olive oil on it, but wow, I'm not that fancy. Just make a big mess. Boom, 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 boom. Dang. I did a lot. Okay, so just rotate it around. I forgot to get the paprika, smoked paprika. You gotta have that. Throw that on there. Look at that. I know it's gonna. Some of them will break in your hand, but that's okay. Look at that. You know what? I might cut them in half. And I like tofu. Okay. So, your hands would be a little messy. That's fine. I'm gonna go get the paprika. Uh-oh. Yeah, paprika. Okay, guys, with video magic, I got the paprika fast. And I'm gonna sprinkle it with my hands dirty. Look at that, be generous. And that's it. So I'm going to start the air fryer, the Ninja Foodie. I love that thing. I love air fryers. That's the best thing ever. And I'm gonna show you after it preheats what I'm going to do after that point. All right. So I'm gonna slice these up as I promised. At least do little halvesies or whatever. Bam, bam. Doesn't need to be perfect. You can make them perfect, but I think the result's still the same. Yeah. It might not look like I'm cutting, but I'm cutting. All right. Y'all can walk with me. Oh, let them see this Ninja Foodie right here. Come on now. I love this thing. Put it on preheat, and oops, I have the timer going. I'm gonna have to move that timer back up to 20 minutes. But let it preheat on air crisp, and I got it at. I actually got it at 400 degrees. The temperature. All right. Bring the phone. Bring the camera. Let them hear that crisp, that sizzle. Woo! I love that. That means I did my job. I'm doing my job right. The sizzle doesn't last forever though, because obviously the lid is open. One block of tofu can do one person right. At least two people. If you like tofu like that, I like tofu. They say it's a good source of protein. My wife says it's a good source of protein, I guess. I'll be eating it up. Oh yeah. Y'all don't know what y'all missing, man. Y'all should be going vegan sometimes. Y'all go to the vegan restaurants, try out some of their food. The vegan tacos, the cauliflower tacos, what else? Sure, they be having all types of stuff, man. Y'all be messing around. Just going to the same place all the time, eating the same cheeseburgers, same steaks, although it was good at one point. I had to change that, but you can go on almost a quarter mile down the street. They all serving the same thing. You gotta try something different at one point. All right, so I'm gonna put this in like I did, and you let this cook for it's really about 14 minutes that you're supposed to have it cooked for, but since I put it at 20 minutes, I'm gonna break this down to, I'm gonna turn them over at about 13 minutes. And then when it gets to about let me see, 13, 7, at about 6 minutes, then that should complete this whole air frying experience for this batch. And then I'm gonna throw the rest of it in, as you can see here. Air fried tofu. Alright guys, so like I said, it's about to be at the 13 mark. I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. And we're gonna hear that sizzle. Oh man, I love that sizzle. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. Okay, let me bring that camera in. If y'all can't hear that, come on now. That junk. I love it. I love it. All right, so you know I'm me. I use my hands. You can use some tongs. You can use a fork. You can use whatever you want to go ahead and turn it around. Just don't get burned. These sides are hot, you know. So I'm just gonna turn these in the process. You know, it is hot. You know, by me pulling on it, don't think that I ain't burning myself. So, oof, it is hot. On the next video, I might have to use a fork or some tongs. Nope. Just don't get burned, guys. Don't be like me. I love taking risks. You know, when you tell your kids not to touch the stove because it's hot, but the kids, you know, they usually touch the stove anyway just to see if they can learn. That's me. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna wait till about when it hits the 6-minute mark, and then I'm going to open it up, take it out, and then we'll let y'all see the crispiness. All right, I'll see you guys in the shortly. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, let them see that. Of course, they hear the sizzle. You can hear it. You can hear it. You know what I'm saying? And you can see how it just shrinks up inside this air fryer. But I feel like you have the option of cooking it a little longer. It's up to you guys. You know, it's crispy enough for me. You know, my thing is, you know, this is just another chicken wing alternative. Doesn't replace it. It just tastes good. Throw a little hot sauce on it. You know, see, I'm flying, getting them out now because I'm using a fork. All right, so guys, just like I laid them in there the first time, you know, we could just do it the second time. Let's do it again. Again and again and again. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh man, that was sticking. I think it's the cornstarch. All right, so here, we're putting it in. And make sure it's spaced out. You want it to cook. Gotta get the leftovers here. All right. So obviously, you see it's at like 5 minutes. Obviously, we're gonna have to move it back up because we want it to be at 14 minutes max. But we only want it to cook that long, and then flip it after every 7 minutes. So there it goes. So I'm gonna check back with y'all after that, and I mean, you guys don't have to stay for the rest of the video because you see what the results are right here. I mean, you don't need to go see more than that. You'll get 2 batches out of the whole thing. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Let me try one of these things. Oh man. The flavor's there. Yep. All right. All right. So the next video is going to be about me making, my own way of making potatoes in the air fryer. Obviously, through YouTube University, but that stuff worked, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. That stuff good.